Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and we got a Tuesday, and we're going to take a look here. So it was a little bit of a messy opening, and I always want to try and figure out what's going on, who's doing what, where are they doing it. So the SPY, you can see this on the 15-minute in the lower left, where they chopped them up but good in here. They chopped them up but good in here, which made it difficult to get this move here. But if we go back to the daily, remember yesterday, to start off the new week, 2 down, 2 up, boom. And so when we go out near the highs, it was pretty tough to be able to take this out, right? So we're a lot closer to going to continuation back through the broadening formation. That's what we're doing. Still an inside week, as you can see here, right? But it was an outside week, inside week. And what that does is put us right back in doji land on on the monthly. So the monthly opening 422.57. We're within 20 cents of that, right? So not doing much. So what that did do here on the 60 SPY, here, so all that shop tries to take everybody out here, the outside bar, right? And so this is a 3 outside, 2. So that means this selling down here got rejected and was continuing to get rejected the next hour. Now you got an inside 60, right? So I want to know which side of this thing we take out. Remember, we're always watching the new 60 to see what's going on. So you can see stalls out here, going inside. So the question is, where's the strength? Go to QQQ. What do we know about QQQ? RevStrat day. Inside day, pokes down, and then today comes in and takes all these guys out and all the way up through there, right? So all this means is that these two are an outside bar of the inside bar day here. It just ran out of time yesterday. I would have done it. It just ran out of time. Today takes care of business and off it goes. So you can see a little bit more strength here with QQQ. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, also an inside 69. You can see the Dow Jones Diamond's weaker, right? Here. Not bright green, right? It's weaker, right? Because we know that we took out last month's lows, and we're red on the month here for the diamonds. Still handily an inside week like a lot of things, and so you always want to be aware of that because it's a consolidation. They're not doing anything if it's an inside week. So we're looking at a lot of that stuff yesterday. We had some strength in the oils yesterday, but they all stayed inside weak. Right, a lot of that stuff stayed inside week. What we did have this morning, we had the crypto getting pounded, but then recover, right? And so what that did, that gave us a bunch of gaps down in stuff that's related to crypto, Coinbase, right? But then as Bitcoin started to come back, you can see the rally back on the 60, go to the 30. You see these hammers down in here, and boom, back up she goes. Then if you go to like MSTR. And MSTR, and this is one of the things you can look for bottoming pattern. 2 down by taking out the previous low. 2 down again, but green. And then when this goes 2 up by taking this high out, we're looking for this stuff to become an outside bar of that, which you got. And it was a very nice move here because this is above 529. It's trading 550 as of now, so they're not bad. You can also look at something like a Mara. And Mara's starting to come back in a little bit. Had a nice 15-minute though here. So you look for that nice inside 15-minute right here, and that was above 26.25, rallied up over 27. Not too bad, right? Blockchain, how you doing, buddy? Now starting to come back in. How's that on the 60? 2 down by taking out the lows, and then 2 back up. If you go to the 30, a little tricky here, but you can see this. 2 down by gapping down below that, then pokes down to stop them out, and then boom, the reversal right here over 29.19, right, and rallied back up to almost 32. Not bad at all. So when we go looking through the Qs and the sectors and stuff like that, what we're going to see here is SMH. And this was on the radar in the video last night because technically yesterday when the market was rallying, it took out Friday's lows, right? But then came back to close near the high, so it was a lot closer to doing that reversal. 2 down by taking out the low, and 2 up by coming back up. And so you can see here, once again, this monthly a problem. So it's just kind of chopping around, doing almost nothing. But what we have seen over the course of the month is, for a while, we had the strength in NVIDIA and weakness in a lot of the other things. And then in the last few days, started to weaken. But here's something we look for. Hammer, counter, shooter. 2 up, 2 down, and boom, from the video last night, NVIDIA over 740, 146, now trading 757. The good thing is it didn't gap either, right? You're still inside week, and we'll be aware of that. Bright green on the month, though. And as NVIDIA starts to come up here, something you look for right here. 15-minute. Inside bar. Pokes down. RevStrat. Boom. And off she goes. Then another inside 15 continuation. NVIDIA's still working over there in the SMHers. If we go to Roku. And Roku, pattern we've been watching. Inside month, pokes down, RevStrat month. Boom, off to the races she goes. And here you go, inside on the 15-minute right here. Very nice. Up she goes. So we'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to Peloton. And Peloton here, once again, inside month, pokes down, goes RevStrat month here. Over 114. It just did that today, so that's something we'd want to know about. And anytime this thing's over 114, set up on the daily. Right now it's going inside and back down off the 15, so we'll see if that sets up. But on the daily, take out the previous high, take out the previous low, 2 up, 2 down, and bam, back to the range. Takes all these guys out in one shot. Now just backing off just a tad. Keeping an eye on this 60 SPY here once again. I want to know how do we take out this? The highs or the lows of this in the next hour or two if it stays in again. Got Apple going to the highs. How's that doing there? And Apple trying to come up, still an inside month, so this is getting more attention over 133.84, but it's getting closer. And you can see on the 60-minute, the outside bar by taking out both sides. The inside bar, boom, 312 and back up to the highs. That's going to tell us to keep an eye on XLK here because XLK is going into the highs. That's good. Still an inside week right now, is that right? Let me see here. No. Taking that out because we know that it's heavily weighted with Microsoft and Apple. And Microsoft is the inside month to the upside and still going, all right? So that's something we'd pay attention to. If we go to Twitter. And Twitter has our attention because of this, the monthly. 2 down by taking out the low, 2 back up right here. There she goes. Twitter's still going. We'll see if that sets up again as well. If we go to MCO Moody's. And Moody's, just an inside month to the upside. It's exhaustion risk because you're going into the highs, but so far it's still working. All right, so we'll just see if that sets up. And here's how you go after that on the daily. So right now you're going into exhaustion risk by going to the highs. But you wait for them to triangulate out. That's this. 2 down by taking out the previous low, and then boom, there's your 2-2 reversal. Takes this out. These become an outside bar of all that. If we go to the CrowdStrike. And the CrowdStrike, once again, 2 up by taking out the highs of the previous day, 2 down yesterday, and then boom, these two become an outside bar of all that. It's also got the same RevStrat pattern here on the monthly. Inside bar, pokes down, takes them all out and goes into the highs. So you just got some exhaustion risk by going into the highs, but so far so good. Keeping an eye on that SPY and those diamonds, because with the diamonds especially would be our concern here if they're going to take this 60 down because of this month, right? Still an inside week, but if you talk to a Dow theorist, if there's any left, you have the transports that also took out last month's lows and the utilities, right? So you got some red flags in there, just throwing up some defense this week by rallying up. If you go to Lulu, and Lulu inside month to the upside, so there's your consolidation 1, 2 up, and Lulu has been higher in the past, so we know that, right? So a nice little move for Lulu. On the 60 here, you can see this, 2 up by taking out the previous high slightly, taking out the previous low, and then boom, right there. These two become the outside bar of that, and then it keeps going. A little bit more retail. You got Nordstrom's also coming up here a little bit off this. I don't know if that's inside day. Let's take a look. 83. Yep, inside day to the upside for Nordstrom. L Brands was coming up a bit here too. Nice little push here. And you can see this on the weekly reversing this. Stops all these guys out. See this outside bar here? So here's your broadening formation. Then pokes down here, and then boom, 2-2 reversal above this. 2 down, 2 up here for the rest of the week over 67, 69. Now inside on the 60 as things stall out just a tad. If we go to ILMN, Not totally running here, but once again, keeping an eye on a bunch of these patterns that are setting up the same way. The inside month, pokes down, boom, RevStrat month for ILMN. If we go to Thermo TMO, Thermo, once again, just like that monthly pattern, daily. Inside bar, pokes down, RevStrat stops all three of these guys out at the same shot. Anybody who stopped against here, here, and here is gone, right? And so after that, now you have an outside month, took out both sides. But anytime it's green on all time frames, you've got full time frame continuity to the upside. That's something I'd want to know about. If we go to Costco, Costco also retail, waking up a little bit. Finally, Costco been stuck in here forever. As you can see this weekly chart, but finally trying to get out of here, right? So we'll see if it can stay up there. Coming in a little bit off that 60, so we'll see if that sets up again. So what you can look for at the end of the next 60 minutes. 2 up by taking out the highs, 2 down by taking out the lows, and once you can take out the highs of this, wherever that may be, at this point it's 390.49. It could be off to the races back again there. Keeping an eye on these diamonds and spies, staying inside on the 60. If we go to ServiceNow, and ServiceNow here, see on the monthly here, spike it up to the highs, bring it all the way back in, stop a bunch of these guys out, and then here's 2 down by taking out the previous low, 2 up reversal here on the month, over 508.22. Not bad, trading 544, right? It's still going as of right now, but stalling out a little bit on the 60. We'll see if that sets up again for us. If we go to Triple D, and Triple D cooling off here on the 60, so just like the Costco, in the next hour, we'll see how this closes out, right? Because right now it's a 2-2 reversal 60 down, but it's green on the major time frames. You're going to have a tough time turning this day red, right? So take out the previous high, take out the previous low. So depending on what it is at the end of the hour, if you can take this back up over 36.42, that would get my attention, right? That also tells us to look at what? SSYS. 3D printing. Get boy. Okay, so inside 60 here, pokes down. So potential RevStrat above this high, whatever that is in the next hour, because once again, you're going to have a tough time turning this thing red on the day, right? You're also reversal on your weekly. Took out the previous low, 2 down, and then 2 up. Now, you came already through these guys, but the good part about it is this monthly here. Takes out the previous low, then if you take out that previous high, 24.71, and you're still above that, right? So that's a good thing if you can get the RevStrat 60 with the two month to the upside and week. If we go to UPST, just had a spike. I want to see what's going on here. Newsy spike, looks like it just came back in. So one of the important things why we look at multiple time frames, like 4 time frames or more, is because you call it the vortex, something that's actually doing nothing. Look at this daily. This thing's actually doing nothing. Now, if you're looking at like a 15-minute chart or something, ooh, it's doing something. Like, no, it's not. That's why you look at multiple time frames. If you go to Moderna, and Moderna having a nice little day here, and once again, it's the same pattern. 2 up by taking out previous high on the weekly, 2 down, boom. So for the rest of the week, Moderna over 213.48. If we go to LF, little shenaniganer guy poking its head up off the 15er. See this inside 15? Nice long green, percentage gainer, rally time. And so you wait for that corrective activity. 2 down, red, stop all these guys out. Go inside, 212, back to the upside. Looks like I'm running out of time again. On the downside, you got this couple here, AGIO, having some issues here, and you can see going to the lows, looking to be an outside week now. And this is what you like, the 2 up, the 2 down, pivot machine gun. Anybody stopped off of here, got wiped clean. We'll see what more comes of that. You've got IDCC also going towards the lows of the month. Now just kind of sitting here. We'll see if that gives us anything more on the 60. Inside 60 pokes up. So the lows of this 60 at the bottom of the hour will definitely get my attention. If we go to JKS, and JKS, they got them good here, and it's on a Tuesday. 2 up yesterday to stop all these guys out, but the buyers weren't real, and boom, 2-2 reversal back down, going after the inside weak to the downside here below 38.34, now an inside 60. So I'll leave it at that, but some tech strength, but now stalling out just a tad, so we don't watch these inside 60s to see what happens at the broader averages. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and Black Channel here at Ticker Talker with Strat Time Report.